WVOA LP, Westvale, Syracuse, 87.7, The Voice.
87.7 WVOA.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Wallflower Hour, independent Syracuse radio on the bottom of your dial. My name's Pat.
I'm Dave.
And we're going to get you started off with Professional Victims. Run.
got to go. I can't even stand to have the sight of you in my home. Get out, grab all your things you should have known. I won't stand for this, I'm sick and tired of this same old song. The tundras are running down my bones. The Arctics are riding on my back. The tundras are running down my bones. The Arctics are riding went to the bar instead. I grabbed a drink to fix my head. I found a resolution, a solution to restitution. And there I'll take another swing. I find a place where I'll be king. And then I realize that it's time I do the right thing. The tundras are running down my bones. The Arctics are riding on my back. The tundras are running down my bones. The Arctics are riding on my back. And I carry on. And I carry on. And I carry on. Carry on. Carry on. And I carry on. And I carry on. And I carry on. Carry on. Carry I'm making sure I stop the cold. I gotta bend before I fold. I'm gonna take some pride with my stride and walk on my own. I'm made of smoke, I am rising hot up off the fire. And the streaks of light are blurry inside. I'm filled with a desire. The tundras are running down my bones. The Arctics are riding on my bed. The tundras are running down my bones. The Arctics are riding on my bed. And I carry on. And I carry on. And I carry on. Carry on. Carry on. And I carry on. And I carry on. Oh, and I carry on. Carry on. Carry on.
That was the Barroom Philosophers with Carry On. Before that, your Black Mountain Symphony, We the People, Starting things off, the professional victims and run. Tonight we got a special guest, Dave.
Surprise.
Tell the people.
We just heard them. They're in the studio with us, Barroom Philosophers, fresh out of Ithaca last night. Played a show down there. And
they got a show coming up this Thursday at Funk and Waffles with Subsoil opening up for them.
So if you know what's good for you, you've probably seen these guys a couple of times, but if you haven't, you should definitely go down and check it out. So we got Dave, we got Josh, and we got Brenden.
And the other guy, Brenden.
Thanks for having us.
Well,
Thank you.
glad
Yeah.
you guys could come in, make it, hang out with us here on the Wallflower Hour.
Yeah. So we've been talking a little bit before the show started about just kind of growing up and any hobbies or interests you guys had, any family members that kind of inspired you to get into music or just be creative in general.
Go ahead, Brenden.
Well, I mean, my dad's always played drums. He was in the marching band, and he's been playing drum set for, I mean, as long as I know. I mean, since back in high school, pretty much. And he really inspired me to want to play drums, and then everything just kept going. I got a drum set when I was 13. I've been playing ever since then. It's going on like 12 years now, probably. So, yeah, I don't know. That really got me into music. My dad was probably my biggest inspiration in that. So.
Did you take lessons with him, or did he point you in a different direction?
He tried to get me started, but we started with holding the sticks, and I couldn't get that, so we scratched that. And I started in band in 4th grade, just with like the snare drum and whatever. And then 3 or 4 years after that is when I got my first drum set.
Cool.
And been going ever since.
Yeah. You got to have like the coolest parents on the planet to let your kid learn drums. In the
Right,
house.
and with me having the drum set in my room, just listening to music, playing along for hours and days on end, like, yeah, I mean, it's got to be a lot to listen to.
Yeah, especially those beginning stages are not very enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure.
Josh, who got you started? What was kind of like your influence or inspiration?
My parents just did everything listening to music, so that was kind of it for me. Neither of them were really like instrumentalists or vocalists or anything. Like, there's just always music going on in the house, and I wanted a guitar. Like, there was no way around it, and when I was 15, I kind of really got into it.
Nice. Did you see somebody or like hear somebody and was like, I want to do that? I don't know if you have like a main guy on guitar.
I don't know if I could think of a specific one when I was a kid, but like now for me, it's kind of like I just wish I could be like 1 ounce of cool that Dave Grohl is, or
Yeah.
It's just like everything he does, like it's for the fans and like it's all about the music.
Yeah, does it for the right reason.
Yeah.
So, Dave, when did you get started singing, and what motivated you to become such a great singer?
Well, at a very young age, I would sing in church, and then after that, I would do some like chorus, and then I was in rock ensemble, and then after that, I was in a couple way down the road. As I was older, I was in a cover band that never made it out of the basement, and we were playing like a lot of '90s stuff. And karaoke was also an outlet for me for my singing. Did some competitions and stuff, so I got some critique on my stage presence and things like that. And
Is that how you got comfortable singing in public, karaoke?
I really feel like, yeah, it definitely helped,
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that it's tough with singing because, a lot of people sing in chorus and do all that type of stuff, but to get up there and front a band without an instrument in front of you, I think that you got to get over the stage fright a little bit more than sometimes, because I play guitar, I can be behind that stuff, and it's easy for me to kind of hide a little bit,
Yeah, I only know the one side of it, so it was definitely tough because, especially I feel like in the karaoke competitions, it was really hard because you're all by yourself up there. On stage, I feel like it didn't take me very long to get a feeling because the guys around me just create that feeling too. We feed off each other in that way.
So how do you feel like you guys kind of like came together? You feel like these like creative influences just combined. There's a lot of great musicians, but the bands that come together that really can be original and come up with original stuff, it has to work. You guys got to complement each other.
We spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
That definitely.
So you're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, when we first, 2014, well, these guys had met. They all went to Oswego University. Josh, Tyler, our bass player who's not here, and then Brenden right here. And they went to college together, and they met each other previously in musical endeavors and hanging out, parties or whatever. And then me and Josh live in the same neighborhood in Baldensville, and me and him started hitting open mics and doing like a small list of cover music and stuff around Baldensville. And then these guys came out one day and I got interested in the project, and we started a set list of cover music, and Josh booked our first gig at Spencer's Alley in Oswego. So we put together the what we thought was a great 3 hours of music. And
I think it was 4 hours.
it might even have been 4 excruciating hours of music. At the time, I had a vocal pedal that I had bought, and like I couldn't even have stage chops, let alone I was bent over the whole time pushing this buttons on this thing, trying to make my voice have reverb, and everyone's looking at each other during changes of like every single song. It was just one of the pictures that we actually have is like a picture of me and Josh looking at each other like, what the heck is going on here? And I was just like, yeah. So it was definitely a good time, and then we had. I think it was 2014. We had one other gig, or 2 other gigs. One was at JP's in Baldensville, and another one was at Old City in Oswego as well. And after that, those were our cover gigs. And then we had been asked to play original showcase, and we only had one original song at the time, kind of. So we quickly put together 6 original songs, and some of them still exist to this day, like Zillion Pound Baby and Role Model and Animals Caged. Yeah, the original. Yep. All those songs. There was a couple that disappeared, but they were really was when we first showcased our original music, and after that we fell in love with doing original music, and then from there on out we started to get more original music and push covers away. We got sick of playing so many covers, so we started to bring other bands with us, so we could split the night with have people could get more original music and just get a few covers here and there, like just show the bands like influences or like what they're into, or what their take would be on something that everyone does love.
And the band made like a big change because Brenden had his friend Sean from hockey, and they had played in a band before, and that kind of brought us to a whole different level too, because Sean had a lot of different critiques that were kind of like an outside view of as somebody new coming in, which really helped us.
Yeah. So this isn't the type of band where one guy kind of does the creative stuff and everybody kind of fills in behind him. You guys really have everybody kind of bringing in creative input and their influences into the mix.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Yep.
So.
As far as writing goes, everyone in the band has written lyrics, and I had I haven't really had any part in composing like the music side of it, obviously, but I do like lay my part over it.
Yeah, some
but,
arrangement.
Dave is an endless lyric machine. Like he just keeps coming.
Yeah.
So it's easy for us to just be like, yo, we got this cool part, bring it to practice, and he starts searching through his catalog to find something that can conform.
Oh, so you just got piles of stuff just ready to go.
Yeah, but there's still like Carry On, the song we just heard in the beginning. That's something that Josh wrote. Thief is something that Josh wrote.
Lyrically?
Animals Cage we wrote together. Yes.
Okay.
Brenden wrote Peter Parker. Sean wrote Sunflower Orange.
Neat.
So and Tyler doesn't really write many lyrics, but he does like a large part of the music composition, like Playing Dumb, Mountains High, and Dunes were, they're all like brainchilds of his. Like he came up with the infectious riff that drove us all to make the songs.
Yeah, it's definitely groove oriented stuff. I mean, I can imagine he kind of has a good feel for how that should be. So that's great. Well, we got to play some music as well. We'll be back with the Barroom Philosophers. Up next, what do we got?
We got the boys picked out Root Shock here, but right before we go to that, we're going to give away a couple tickets to Thursday night show.
Nice.
So give us a call, 315-656-2231. That's 315-656-2231.
Tickets to a United flight, isn't it?
Win a pair of tickets to see Subsoil and Barroom this Thursday night, Funk and Waffles.
That's way better.
Here it is, Root Shock, Babylon Tree.
hurricane wind make the rain sting like thorn.
I tried to drown the demon, but I found out he could swim. And then I tried to smoke him out, but I smoked him for the end. He's not at bay, and I'm not okay, but at least I got 2 eyes open and 2 feet on the floor today. 2 eyes open, 2 feet on the floor today. Well, that's so much more than so many others can say about today. About today. The big bad world, it's coming. It's coming to get me. He said I better do something real quick to distort my reality. Yeah, into paving the way toward mental decay. Despite the fact I got 2 eyes open and 2 feet on the floor today. 2 eyes open, 2 feet on the floor today. Well, that's so much more than so many others can say about today. About today. Well, you're in the corner of that sketchy room. You wanna fly me high upon a witch's broom. You're spewing forth from every tap. I see you underneath every bottle cap. You're at the end of that pleasant haze. Make me wanna lay back and sing Amazing Grace of God is the only way to go from lost to found today. Yeah. In this crazy little game of life, it's all about being true. So if you gotta get down on your knees, just to get you through, or to say thank you, then that's what you should do. He's not at bay, but I'll be okay, because I got 2 eyes open and 2 feet on the floor today. 2 eyes open, 2 feet on the floor today. Well, that's so much more than so many others can say about today.
That was Our Friends Band, Can't Find My Shoe. Before that was Turnip Stampede, Always On. Some of the picks that we had from the boys picking out of our Wallflower Hour collection here.
I couldn't find my Easter eggs today. So.
Wow. Hopefully they weren't real. The plastic ones. So we still got the boys from Barroom here, hanging out, philosophizing.
Absolutely.
So I thought it was great you talking about the train wreck show, like taking the 4-hour gig and having to play all these covers and just trying to get started, because I think that's one of the tough things for bands around here is finding a way to expose the local audience to original music that they haven't heard before. And one of the purposes of doing the show is to kind of give people a chance to hear the local acts that are doing original stuff and motivate them to go out to see the shows live. So how have you guys, been able to connect with an audience over the past few years and grow the following, generate the buzz that you have?
Well, the kind of stuff that you guys are doing right here is fundamental to everyone in the scene. So, that number one, radio's been huge for us. A lot of stations have helped us out, including you guys. I would say that our listeners, there is a group of people out there that does care about local original music, and they get out and check it out, and they're the ones that are, actually finding out what everyone else is missing out on. There's a countless number of great bands in Syracuse, Rochester, Ithaca area, and they play locally around here all the time for sometimes next to nothing, if not $10. It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like as a band. As a music fan in this area, you're not far from something amazing. Probably just about any day of the week. Even open mics offer some great talent. So.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of great music around town. Mm-hmm. Kind of the reason that we started out doing this whole Wallflower Hour.
What are the challenges that you guys find as you're going out there? I mean, now you're kind of branching out even outside of Syracuse. I mean, what has been the thing that's kind of been the toughest nut to crack, so to speak, when it comes to doing this behind the scenes promotion stuff and getting in front of people?
We like to go out kind of early, like when we're out of town, and we kind of wander around and just sort of get to know the scene, and that's tough. Sometimes people just want to get out there and start the gig up and go and expect people to be there. But Dave does a great job of contacting so many people. As far as radio goes, we create a small buzz. Mm-hmm. And that's the idea, is to get people to anticipate you coming and then, arrive. And as far as the last question that you had, a big thing for us is we straight up call and text our friends and our people that we know who are interested in us or have expressed interest and shared, we just kind of are very personal about it, Yeah. And whatever form we can, we contact as many people as we can on the day of this show.
Direct contact always seems to be the best approach. People feel that personal touch to it.
You can see it happen.
They're reaching out.
You can put a message out, on Facebook, but
I know it works for me. I'm a sucker when somebody sends me a message, gives me a call, and says, "Hey."
Yeah, absolutely.
That melts your heart.
I always try to go out and catch as many people as I can.
Yeah, and that stuff. I mean, that stuff is exhausting too, though. And the bigger you get, the harder it is to continuously do that.
Yeah, my advice wouldn't be to just rely on that, because you absolutely are going to need to get yourself on social media networks if that's something that someone wants to do to promote themselves. Yep. It's free. It's
everyone does it.
Everybody's on there. There's nobody that you can't reach out to on Facebook for the most part.
Yeah, I mean that's just to get. Yeah, you have to do the social media.
Yeah, but it's absolutely a necessity these days. And even hanging up flyers, all that stuff. Like Josh says, getting into town early, talking to people, letting them know what's going on with the show. Radio, press, Syracuse New Times, Upstate Music and Food, New York State Music, just to name a few of people that do quite a bit to help the local music scene.
Yeah.
Get out to the listeners and stuff. So.
Yeah, I think it's funny because I think that people come out and they're casual listeners or whatever, and they see a band play and they always think about, oh, these guys just show up and they see the gig, but they don't see all that behind the scenes stuff and all the coordination that goes into getting to be in the right places at the right times and doing the stuff that makes sense. So, over the course of the past year, you guys have really blown up quite a bit. I mean, what's the most important thing that you think have learned or experienced in the past year that either has paid off or is stuff to move forward with and do better in the future?
That's tough. Our cohesiveness is huge, Like I said before, we spend a lot of time together. We did a barbecue on Friday, and we hang out and get down. But then when we do practice, we get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, care about people's feelings, but also hold people accountable. You know, so we try to keep everyone like, you know, about the music. You know what I mean? Like whatever serves the song, for the most part. Even though sometimes, like when you first start a band and stuff, everyone's got their own ways of looking at things. So it really helps to, like, you know, have everyone come together on something. And when it happens, we end up with some good music. And when we went into the studio for this album, we definitely had that experience for the first time, having an outside, you know, influence, letting us know like maybe directions we could take, and it was nice to have that coming in from our producer over at More Sound. So,
and just having like the whole recording experience, I think is so cool, because when you're hearing and you're making music and you're playing it, you're not able to really hear it the way that you are when you can just sit down and have it played back.
No,
You know,
absolutely.
what was that like to? I mean, your guys' CD is excellent. I mean, what was it like to finally get that first finished product and hear it for the first time all done?
Phenomenal, you know. When those packages come in, you have like the whole stack, and just see like all that work that went in over the years, like come to fruition.
It was official. Finally, like you could say like that's, you know, we got a recording of this band.
Yeah.
You know, so that was good.
Like,
Yeah, you can play the best gig and then it's over, and you can never repeat that. When they have a
Right.
great album, you can listen to it and show it to people, and it's just such a cool thing to have. So, another great reason to pick up this CD if you get a chance, man. Come out and see these guys. Pick up their CD, you'll love it.
Yeah.
What's the most exciting thing you guys are working on now, upcoming?
We had mentioned just a second ago we were how Andrew worked with us at the studio. Andrew Greason was our producer at the studio. He's been working with us personally at a practice space every once in a while, coming in, which we're putting together the new album, and we got some pretty cool stuff going on. Some songs that we're shaping together, and some stuff that is really we got in the holster ready to go. So, but we're really excited to get that stuff together and get back into the studio. Hopefully before the end of 2017 we could have something else released, but no promises, definitely not. We want to make sure it's good. We want to outdo ourselves.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
Tough.
Well, we're going to give away another pair of tickets to see them Thursday night with Subsoil opening it up. Give us a call, 315-656-2231. It's 315-656-2231. I'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with us. And we're going to rock out with Role Models off of their album.
Don't wanna be no role model, don't want to be no role model, don't want to be no role model, don't want to be no. On the throttle, life's too short. I'm on the bottle with no remorse. I want to live, want to love. I always push when it comes to shove. Indecent thoughts in prison, hastily made wrong decisions, pass it down in the line of blood. This thorny crown and this endless rut, living thirsty with water out to reach this self-folk glass. I'm supposed to preach you one day we never meet. I leave you courage to feel complete. Because of you, old and that begins anew. I wish I could have been a role model just like you. Yeah, I said it just like you. I said it just like you. Don't wanna be no role model, no, 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 no. Don't wanna be no role model.
That's 315-656-2231. That's 315-656-2231. That's 315-656-2231.
Tired of you assholes winning when all around everyone else is suffering and you don't give a damn. Give a damn. Give a damn. Got a brother, he's pure evil, deals in lies and pity. Took my childhood from me when I was 7. Chew me up, spit me out again and again and again and again and again. Always try to be kind, but I know in my heart and my mind you all tried to rip me apart with your words that rape my soul and cut straight through my heart. Oh my heart. Oh my That's for those of you who still believe the evil they hear. You better notice that the tide is turning and all of us tortured souls who you are mistreated gonna rise up just in time to see you burning into what you created. And baby, let me tell you that we won't give a damn. Give a damn. Give a damn. Because the tide is turning. Oh, you know the tide is turning. Oh, you know the tide is turning.
That was Miss E. Tide is Turning. Catch her this week at Dinosaur. Just want to say thanks again. Before that, we had the Barroom Philosophers. Thanks
Thank
to the
you.
fellows for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And we're looking forward to the show on Thursday night. Congratulations to Katie winning the tickets. And any last parting thoughts anyone wants to give?
Yeah, get down to see the Barroom show this week.
Yeah.
Subsoil too, man. Crushing.
Subsoil was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to leave you with the Folkfaces, Allegany County. We'll catch you all next week at the bottom of the radio dial on the Wallflower Hour. Check out the Facebook page. Check out the YouTube page, because we never remember to plug those until the end of the show. Thanks for hanging out with us. Peace.
Happy Easter.
I'd like to send this song out to Terry and Kim Gua. If you gather around me, people, a story I will tell. The people of Allegany County who gave the sighting commission hell. They took them all for rednecks. and West Holman, the people, they all joined arms. They wouldn't let their daughters and their sons come to see any harm. They took the route of Mahatma and good old MLK. They didn't shake in their boots. They were proudly arrested on that day. They rode on horses and they wore biohazard masks. The bandits sang songs telling stories of their righteous past. The young and the old stood out in the cold. They fought for their land and they stood their ground. They simply had enough. They put somebody's grandma in handcuffs. The bulldozers had their plans, but they had to turn right around. Well, that day, Spike Jones and the ACNAG chained themselves to a bridge in Allegany. But nowadays, evil has got a new name. And horizontal drilling, mother killing, oil spilling is its game. So they try to show you a number in some kind of envelope. Don't look at the zero. Think of a future incumbent and who will be your children's heroes. Whether your collar is blue or your collar is white, it's all the same greenback dollar for which we all fight. No, it ain't gonna get any better before it gets worse. Nobody wants to be in the procession to your hearse. So be careful what you use to quench your thirst. And make your politicians taste your water